everyone, this is Tekin speaking, and today we are going to have some special, let's say, webinar because the topic is integrated delivery. Because I've been working more than 20 years in scheduling business and construction project management business, and one of the challenge we are all the time facing during the project executions. Client is using different planning system, contractor is using different planning system, and also subcontractor has different system or no system. So this is a big problem to have a integrated schedule. Even we are having many time case that contractor is using a couple of different planning system even in the same project because of the very individual reasons, and even they use the same software, let's say Primavera or Microsoft project, even they have a different type, different format, different version of the schedule. Even the same person is using a separate version for clients, separate version for themselves. And today I would like to speak about that with ISETIA. Actually, we have developed the integrated project delivery, which we will be able to giving possibilities of, doesn't matter if you have a Primavera, Power Project, Telos, Microsoft project, or Naviswork or Excel, converting the schedule in the same format, and in common data environment we are providing a possibilities of all the project stakeholders are using the same schedule, the same, and updating the data. It's not like offline. It's more about that we would like to enter the progress, we would like to have discussion on the activities, we would like to update documents and photos, and this is this approach that we just want to make live our project schedule, dynamic schedule, which will be really important for all the project stakeholders. And just a bit short information about myself. I'm a civil engineer, more than 20 years. I've been delivering project management systems, including Aconex, Unifier, P6, Telos, Power Project, ISETIA, and Costos. And I also have a background for ERP implementation. I've been taking active role implementing international project for how to increase for project planning and controlling processes. You can follow me in LinkedIn, and today actually we just would like to put here the most common method for project scheduling, like Microsoft project, Primavera, Power Project, Telos, and Naviswork. It's not a scheduling software, but has a possibilities of the schedule and integrating for the 3D and as a BIM, like the same like Power Project, because Power Project also delivering 4D capabilities, but the rest are giving integrated 4D. So Power Project and Naviswork having in-house simulation functionalities for 4D scheduling, and of course Excel, which is maybe some of you will be angry to me that why I put Excel inside of this great planning scheduling tools. Whatever you are using, Excel is one of the highly used and common project planning system already. Okay, project delivery has two area. One is that we would like to speak about process of the here. I have a kind request. Could you please mute your microphone just for others? Yeah, thank you. Okay, one of the issue we are facing today in our project, no connection between planning, design, building, and managing stages. Because when we would like to deliver the integrated schedule, it's very important to have a integrated stage, integrated people, because it's not related about the software, it's more about communication between the teams, which is planning team is completely disconnected to design people, construction site people are having a different type and different method of building, and operation and managing people are having a different priorities. and it's causing really we are losing for efficiency and wasting the material, wasting the time, not using resource more effectively. And what we suggest, we are all the time recommending the integrated stages to increase during the project progressions for efficiency of our construction resources and using the time, using the resource more efficiently. Okay, so but today we are looking from the perspective, our aim is because I have 40 minutes left, and I would like to speak about during this 40 minutes how we can integrate our schedule in different formats, because sometimes we go to some client is requiring Primavera in the contract, and we need to plan in Primavera and deliver in Primavera. Sometimes we work for another client is asking another scheduling software, and it's a big trouble for us because we need to buy multiple software, we need to buy training for training our staff, knowing the both Primavera or Microsoft project or other applications. This is a time consuming and budget consuming, but what we are considering in the end, if you use different software than client, it can be also a problem because you have a different format when you are converting it. And we are today going to make some sample planning, one bridge sample we will plan, and I will show you how you can plan with Pylos, our project, Primavera, Microsoft project, or in Excel, and then converting the format, even it is XCR format, even it is MSP format, to cloud, and having possibilities for sharing the schedule with everyone to get information from the sites. And of course, this will give us excellent dashboard interface, which is when we are letting the people connecting our schedule and entering the information, our management and the directors will get online progress tracking, planned versus actual for the work. These are the bridge project, which we are going to make 973 meters of the project, and this will be today our target that we would like to make bridge projects, which is going to be planned in Primavera or Microsoft project and update in different formats. Of course, one of the another best way of reporting the managements are using the map integration and location-based reports dynamically, that understanding what are the status of the work or construction work, and to see from the map to understand the progress. So what I'm speaking about schedule, I'm speaking about BOQ, I'm speaking about the finance, cost, resources, site mobilizations, and tracking the online progress. So this is all big challenge. We are having a daily progress report using in different formats. We are having a mail communication, weekly meetings, and etc. So our aim is just giving possibilities of for management the view of the map. From the map, graphically, management will understand what is the status of our project on this time plan versus actuals. And on the right side, they will understand about the status of the work for piling, pile cap, elevations, and these are the construction activities planned versus actual. And you can see that what are the progress happening. Of course, with ISETIA, we also provide a dynamic scheduling, which is when you bring Primavera file or Microsoft project file in our system, you will be able to modify the schedule with the critical path informations. This is our format in ISETIA, which is that we use the lean construction methods. Each activity represents one card, and each activity we can enter the progress, and we can enter the resources and the cost information inside of the system. This is the Pylos. I would like to separate the Pylos than other scheduling software, because Pylos is really, especially for infrastructure projects, road, rail, metro, bridge, pipeline project. Pylos is a Unix application and providing engineering-based time and location planning and reporting at the same time. That's the power of the Tilos, which is you can have it here, the bridge Pier 1, and this is the location, Pier 2 and Pier 3, and I have 17 piers, and 0.45 are represent for the location. So 0 meter, 45 meters, 95 meters, and 155 meters, and 973 is the ROW for the chainage. We call stations or locations, and these are the location dimension. In the Tilos, we also provide a time, March, April, May, June, July, and you can see that pile cap, pier elevation, steel decking, and this is the representing of the Pier 1. So we start beginning of March, Pier 1 is finishing end of the March. Pier 2 is starting end of March and finishing in the middle of the April. So this is the Tilos interface. And with ISETIA, we would like to also give the possibilities to project owner, designer, project management consultant, investment supplier, all the project stakeholders working with the integrated project management processes. One is a schedule, which is the Gantt chart, but we have also possibilities integrated process. There are 400 process implemented in this system, which is, you can see that this is the document management, portfolio management, finance, change order, risk management, and analytic. These are the modular base of the ISETIA system. So let's do the live demo. My concern is now I would like to show you that the live demo. So we were speaking about the Primavera, and however, inside of ISETIA, you have your own scheduling capabilities, but if you have a schedule, generally we start with using Primavera or Microsoft Project or Power Project for scheduling it. And this is the live Primavera, which is I have a Pier 1 and Pier 2, Pier 3, and these are the work breakdown structures. Each piers we have here developed, that piling and the pile cap and the pier elevation and pier head and steel decking, and this is for our project, which is for the Gantt. We have a critical activities, and this is for showing my project schedule in Primavera formats. And how this look like in other applications, and this look like in Microsoft Project also similar. However, Microsoft Project, in my opinion, is not very conveniently used for construction activities because of limitations, but still one of the common used application even in construction. Power Project, you can also have similar view in the Power Project with this is the Pier 1 critical activities, and in the Power Project also you can see that these are the Pier 9. These are my construction activities, which is in the Power Project. I can also see all the details. So these are the Microsoft Project, Primavera, and Power Project, and this is the Tilos. And as I mentioned, that Tilos has a bit specific interface because really, if you are working on the infrastructure projects, we all the time recommend Tilos as a scheduling application, which gives you great interface to have a Pier 1, Pier 2, Pier 4, and you can see that these are the pier activities, by the way. And Tilos also provide a Gantt charts, which is, if you open in the Gantt chart mode, you can see that this is the Pier 1, piling, pile cap, pier elevation, and steel act. That this is the activities which is in Tilos, which with coming with the also Gantt. If you open both of them, Tilos also provided possibilities of the Gantt chart for integration. If you extend it here, you can see that the task here on the extension is also integrated with the time location view. So this is my steel decking activities, and if you select and move the steel decking activities, you can see that immediately here the task is also changing. So the power of the Tilos, which giving you interface for the Gantt chart and also possibilities of the work. All right, so now I have, doesn't matter, Power Project, Microsoft, Tylos, or Primavera. I didn't open for Naviswork on Excel, but this is the same story. So what I'm doing now, I'm opening on cloud ISETIA, logging into my cloud system. Let's say this application is not require any installation. ISETIA work 100% on cloud. And when I enter the system, first things I would like to import my schedule to be able to plan and work. So ISETIA now opening my dashboard. Dashboard provide role-based system. So now we are live on the dashboard system, and it's loading my project reports because as a check-in online, I have here all the online dashboards. Okay, for the dashboard for finance, construction progress, and all the work. And this is showing my project locations. And now I go to schedule, and I open the schedule options here. These are my projects. And here I open the Primavera P6 Microsoft schedule formats. And you can see that I open here my schedule formats, but I have here no task. Okay, actually this interface is now empty. I have no work, any task, and I can open now my Gantt view, and I can manually start the creating activity. So I can say that, okay, I would like to add one activity, and when I register the activity, I can say this activity name is A, and this is, let's say, 5 days work. I can add another activity, and the second activity, I can say that this is a 10 days, and activity name is B, right? So I can here also add the third activities, and activity third name is like C. I'm doing manual work. In a moment, we will convert it to Primavera formats, all right? And here, I'm not going to create all the activities manual, don't worry about it. So I have here activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3. So I can here easily link to tasks. So I can say first activity finished, and then A finished and C start. And we would like to also make it here, for example, B finished and C start. So schedule it. Now I have A, B, C, and you can see that A and C is critical. Of course, I can put the lag, I can make it, for example, for the duration change. So you can have it here, possibilities of the modification of the task. You can see that auto scheduling is also working if the activity C is longer than CPM is working with the critical path. So web-based application is giving you can hide the critical path, you can hide the link, and you can make it, for example, here the work. But A, B, C activities, when I move to ISETIA formats here, we call link instruction and Kanban board. I have A, B, C, and this task has been also created here. Planned start date, planned finish date in the ABC. And if you select the activity A, so I have activity A and I would like to put the information in activity A. So I open activity A. Here I have an activity properties. I can change the activity name. I can edit start date different and finish date different. I can apply for the effort man hours. And I can write a description of the work. I can change the responsibility of the person that here you can select that the direct will be responsible for the work. I can write it an activity. This is excavation work. Right. You can just write it the name of the work and you can save and close. So this card now represents that activity A is a 5 days work, and this is responsible for that. And you can move this task to start activity. So I change the status of it as a start, and activity change the responsibility to Tekken, because they're us, right? And he's telling me, Tekken, start this work. It means that material ready, design ready. And as a Tekken, I can get a notification that I have new, I can open my task. And now I can go to, for example, my properties that if the land is available, mobilization permit is done, building permit is done, traffic done, gas utility diversion done. So I have a checklist which I need to be making here. All this important process already. Plus, I can discuss with my boss by writing that, sir, we have not received mobilization permit from government. And I can write it here, comment, and my boss can write, please send them letter. And I can write it here like a chat. We need contract number. So this is like a WhatsApp chatting. I'm chatting on my task. It is the activity code. When I save it here, you can see that I have activity A. I am responsible. I have here 3 chats on that. So what is the aim? Aim is on activity, we would like to write it here, all the chats and comments which keep the track of the communications. Another information thing is that we need to add here documents. If I have a project, I can put it here, the documents. And when you put it, the document attached, document can be here visible. If you go to documents, I have 2 documents. And this document can be also open in the markup, and you can give it the comment on it. That, for example, you can say that this must be corrected. So I have a document viewer, more than 80 type of document, Excel, Words, and etc. I can open it without any installation, and I can give the information, or I can add a new document from my computer, from Dropbox, from the Google Drive, and you can communicate here, for example, or if you want to download the document, you can download, or if you want to open the document and review the document, you can see the document. Idea is we are integrating also the other information with the system here. So you can open the document and then you can save here our document. I have now document, I have comments, and what are others? Let's put it here, BOQ items. So if this is an activity A, I would like to plan here material, resources, and etc. So we are adding here, for example, cost ID. Let's go excavation or excavation work here. Okay, so excavation work here, and cost name, I'm writing excavation work here. This is the material. We are saying that this is 100 cubic meters, and unit price is, let's put 200. Let's put it, the currency is $1, and save and close. And you can see that I have $20,000 budgeted my BOQ items as an excavation. I can put it, of course, more. I can also put income, by the way, if I want to manage my cash flow. So I have my task, I have my comments, I have my BOQ, I have my documents, and my project started. And I have 10 days to finish my task. This is the deadline. And I can write it here, my progress. I can say that, okay, I did 15% progress. And you can see that the card will automatically here put it, and the 5% of my whole task has been completed, right? This is when I plan as a planner and let my site people enter the activity. They can put their document, comment, and they can update it. And one day later, he can just come and he can say that, okay, today my progress is 25% or 30%. Okay, if you mention about the 30% discount, so 30% progress, here you can see that progress of my schedule is 10% because activity A is in the progress. And 1, 2, 3. Of course, I keep here progress for task, progress for weightage, because if the task is 5 days or 5 man hours, it's make a different impact on the progress calculations. So here I come here, the planned cost and actual information. But what about, I would like to enter here also EOQ update. So if the person is in the here or coming and updating, not physical person complete, also material use. Okay, excavation works, we have 100 cubic meters plan. And you are entering here, okay, first progress. I'm just saying that we did 20 on the date of 27 of August. A responsible person is the Senthil Kumar, and here we just save and close. And what is this about now? I can just see here, I have a $20,000 planned amount, quantity is 100, but 20 is an actual, right? And remaining is $16,000. So budgeted cost for this work is 20,000, 4,000 we have used, 16,000 is left. So when you close here, you can also see that I have a 20% progress of my cost, $4,000 in actual cost, and 10% is the progress. Of course, the next day, the person can come here and enter, for example, that I have 50% progress, go to finance information, and then enter the second progress. Let's say, okay, we have today, make it 40 cubic meters progress, and save and the date, let's call 28. And you can see that this the line items, which is planned budgets, and then on the 27 we have 20 progress, 28 we have a 40 progress. Its remaining cost is 8,000 and actual cost is 12,000. And this is how I'm tracking my contract items. And I will never miss anything here because I have budgeted $20,000 with 100 cubic meters, and this is the process which I'm controlling. And let's say something happened that my site people just enter more than what we planned. We have a process for it, which is if the process here more than its planned, so I have 20 and 40, 60, but planned was 100. If the person just comes and entered here, let's say 75, okay, and save and close, system just highlighting and giving the notification that we are over budget $7,000 for this activity. Because our budget was 20, we spent $27,000. So we have a cost control inside of our process, which led you to never lose anything on the activity-based cost control. And save and close, the system is saying this. And then if you move this task to finish, activity will be here showing that 100% complete. Of course, you can write it here for finish dates, start date, actual finish date to compare for the baseline program. So these three activities, why I'm showing you, because I want to give the logic on that, how it looks on the Gantt chart. When you go to Gantt view, you will be able to see that this task which you plan, number 1 is completed, and 2 and 3 not. Of course, you can reschedule and estimate the new date, but I have here 3 activities. And I can see here planned, I can see here actual, planned, actual baseline program. I can convert this one to other formats, all right? And now coming back to task here, and you can see that these are these 3 works. Of course, you can open this in Excel format also. We have a grid format and grid view. You can also open here and see that this is my the dates of the activities, which is finished activities is an activity A, and not started activities B and C. So you can have it here, labor hours, materials, all these fields can be also managed and you can export it to Excel. Okay, now I think that it's clear what I am trying to do it. We have our own methodology inside. When we bring the schedule, we are integrating document, information, cost, budget, risk, issues, everything in this card. So this card is, I'm not going to speak about all the other here, codes, checklist, stage logs, and etc. You can see that here system is keeping the log files when it started, and we have a duration limit for finishing excavation work about 10 days, but I finished it in 1 day because today I entered the progress. All the delays, tracking, request, change, all process, checklist, control, everything will be applied inside of the system. Okay, but let's not make too complicated now. Just want to show that this system has inside field methodology and functionality. When you bring the schedule, you can update any information related to your projects. But now I'm going to delete this A, B, C. All right, I'm going to delete. By the way, when you start at the second activities and you can see that activity third one, you can have it here possibilities of the when you move this task here and that the activity is 100% completed and activity is 100% completed. You can see 3 activities has been completed inside of the system. I'm just deleting this task now, all right? Because I would like to bring from other applications. So let's go to Gantt charts. At the moment, I have no tasks, right? So no Gantt chart. So we have Primavera, Talos, Power Project, and Microsoft. Let's do it in the Primavera. Okay, so Primavera is one of the common in our construction industry, and I would like to just bring it from the Primavera. Okay, and now what I am doing, Primavera schedule here, and we can save the Primavera in called export, all right, in the name of the PR. So it's common, all Primavera people know that we can export, import Primavera file in XCR formats. And now open the ISETIA and let's do Primavera. So I need to choose the file. First, find the Primavera format, go here, all right, and open here. Now import. It takes around 10-15 seconds for importing the task. When we are using the webinar, go to webinar, it's adding another 10-15 seconds because of the transmission for the using the internet connections. But a lot of tasks, 1,000 tasks, you can do it less than a minute for converting from XCR file or Power Project or Microsoft Project or Excel format. So what I'm doing now, I am importing the Primavera tasks to ISETIA, and then you can see that now all the tasks has been imported from Primavera to ISETIA here. Okay, let's check if the datas are correct. Okay, this is my Primavera. I just would like to check the dates if the information which I import is correct. Start date 15th of June. Start date 15th of June. We have end date 11 November. Duration of work 108 days. Activity work breakdown structure name is peer number 1. Filing, file cap, peer elevations, and here I have a piling. One activity is critical, and you can see that these are the activities are here, which are here. And if I go to, for example, peer number 9, all critical, peer number 9, all critical. So what I done, I bring all these tasks like for peer 9, 60 days to ISETIA. So I have here all my tasks. By the way, when you bring from P6, you have possibilities also modified. So this is not read-only. Now you can modify it. You can see that recalculate the critical path. Our idea is using Primavera at the beginning, but after we bring it here, we would like to make the system live. Of course, you can send it back, but we just recommend, okay, you bring it here and please keep it here, all the information, because now I will enter progress. I will also add the, for example, here information. So this is, let's say that our Gantt module, and I would like to move to ISETIA module. So what I'm doing now, the format which I was showing you here, I have peer 1, I have peer 2, peer 3. Piling 1 is this activity. Piling 2 is this activity. Piling 3 is this activity. How many activities I have, by the way? I have 102 activities. I can open here. You can see that these are the 102 activities now, which are loaded as a cart. Okay, so the piling activities for piling 1, I'm just saying that, okay, this is an activity, is a 6 days and start date, and I move this activity as a start. Automatically assign task to Tekin, because Tekin is responsible for construction activities and he's a site manager to let the construction people start the construction work. He can open it. And this is his task, and he can enter here, for example, that I have 40% progress. 40% progress is entered here. He can also open here. He can write his comment. We start 2 days late because of no land access provided by customer on time. I'm keeping all the track of information on the task. If I left the company, the person who came for my position will understand what was the history of this task. This is excellent way, because one of the biggest problem we are having, I am having my notes, I am having my mails, I keep my information, but if I left the company, all the information is going more than 70% with me. Later on, it will be impossible to track what was the agreed, what was the information, and imagine that the data you are losing is really uncountable for the money. So I can, as a check-in, write these comments for the peer plan, right? And then when I finish my work, I can move that task is complete. So you can move this task or multiple tasks. So activities, third activities, fourth activities, and fifth activities. You can see here, I have possibilities of all the tasks here for the progress. And of course, if you have a multiple resources, by the way, for example, this task I would like to assign to not Tekin, but manually, right? Manually, you can just give this task to Darius. Okay, so he will be responsible. And this task I would like to give to a responsible person for in our company. Let's call here, for example, for Yashar. All right. And this work I'm just giving to as a task to responsible person for, let's call here to Ivana. All right, so I have now assigned to multiple people, especially this method we use for procurement and design planning as well, because during the procurement and design planning, it's important for the design team who's knowing who is doing what. For example, I have here all the peers. I would like to just to see peer 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 work. I would like to see also peer 3, not let's say peer 1. And here you can open the responsible person. And this is like an online tracking tool, which you have monitoring all your construction activities from your monitoring page. And I would like to see that what Tekken is doing. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4 activities. What about the Yasser? Yasser has not this activity, and Darek has a 1, and Ivona has no in the peer 1, because peer 1, she has no. But if I change to here, show all, okay, and then come back again. If I want to show the Yashar, he can have a 1. Ivona, she has also 1 for all people, and I can group this by using the code structure by contractor, locations. If my work has a different work breakdown structure, we can do this way easily to handle for the work. If I want to go to codes, under the code structure, I can also give the for the work by location, supplier information, all this information. Okay, so second step is completed. First step, schedule we prepare. Second step, we put it in here, enter the progress, and third step, we would like the reports. Okay, go to reports. So what will be my management interface? Management will have an online dashboard. I open here PWorks, an online dashboard. Management will see tracking informations. So this is the peer planned versus an actual progress. I have here on the dates. I selected another report data because some progress is entered being more meaningful. Okay, so I have a 12th of June 2020. On the top, I have a plans, and in below I have an actual. Okay, so on the date, planned progress is 100% and actual progress is 61%. And why is like that? Because the date, which is the data entry, I have here plan, I have here actual. Plan was 100%, but actual is 61%. The reason for it, because when you look at it here, and this peers, which is here completed, but it was not completed here, right? So my idea was here, I would like to have a planned, but I have no progress. And that's the reason this progress is going to be here, and this progress is going to be here. Okay, so that's the point that I have 100% and 61% progress. And if I will here go to another date, because this is dynamic report, end of the April, system will give me planned versus actual end of the April. So end of the April, let's look at it here. This is the end of April. The plans is 63%. Okay, in this time, which is that this is the planned data, and actual data is here 41%, because these are okay, but you can have it here. Piling works, it's fine, but unfortunately I see the problem is here that these are not able to done, and also this two piling is not able to done. So that's the how I am tracking my progress. But you can of course go any specific dates, get the planned versus actual status, what was on the date of the planned versus actual, and it will be excellent interface on that. But you can also do, in our case, for example, I would like to have a section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. We can develop work breakdown structure. I would like to see the section 4. Well, section 4, I'm checking in the section 4. My plan was 23% to this one. But actually is 14%. Why? This is okay. This is okay. But here you can see that I have only piling works. So I have an issue here. The pile cap, pier elevation, and pier head is also not here complete. That's why I have planned versus actuals. This is the interface. If you go to, for example, for section 2, All right, so this is the section 2. In the section 2, my problem is in the 423 meters because I have here no progress. And section base, you can just select and see what are the status of each locations. Okay. Of course, in the task I was showing about each peer about the checklist. The checklist will be also providing here for the status of the work. And what about other applications that, in the map view, I also can give my management. If I go to specific dates, I will be also giving possibilities of the work. So I have here piling works, and piling work is planned date, actual date, how many % completed. I can open the map view, I can open the bird eye, and here, if you go to specific dates, okay, what about the July 20? This time, in this time, I have a piling 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have here this, and you can, of course, you can zoom it, and you can go to specifically this area for the view and see these are the activities. All right, so we have here entered the progress, and you can see that progress is the work is here. If you go in the date of, let's say, September, system will provide here, for example, any specific date. I have decking work start. Yellow is showing baseline, blue is showing actual. Here I can have planned versus actual comparison as well. Like I can get report in graphical view, which is here, like that. Or I can get here the view like map view like. So step 3 is I have reported my client and management by using the GIS pointing. Of course, I have not talked today about the procurement activities, about the procurement tracking, accepting protocols, signing up RFIs, submittals. In ISETIA, all these processes are integrated. I mean, if you want to see, for example, for the procurement activities, submittals, and the work for progress, everything will be here also visible inside of the system. Do you have any question? By the way, we have also standard reports, like if your concern is you want to get also like classical SQL reports, like actual progress dashboard. So we have steep charts based on the activities, on the location base. You can get each location, how many % completed. You can get here, for example, for discipline base, for construction activities completed. We can bring for planned versus actual report for S-curve with the earned value analysis. We can provide it here for discipline-based construction activities, financial reports, financial progress, weekly pace, what was the weekly pace in happen. If you want, you can open the cash flow and cost controlling interface for project base. You can get the project controlling cost report. So I open finance reports. By the way, ISETIA provided multiple project dashboards. So these are all the projects financial informations, but you can also select it here possibilities of the specific project. I can have it here all my company portfolio, but if I select no, I want to see only construction project, the system will be providing here construction project cash flow, the planned income, planned actual income 221, and actual cost is 98. So you can get the full cash flow reports, financial reports for the planned weekly, monthly, what are the remaining contract items and who's using it, that kind of things. If your concern is procurement tracking, we have a process of the material procurement tracking. So you plan in procurement material, number of the material need to be on site, when, and etc. The process can be handled by ISETIA as well for the process of the work. Do you have any question? You can type your question because I can't hear you, and type your question in the message chat box. And if you have, I will be happy to answer your question. If not, I think that we are done today. I hope you like the idea for having multiple schedules, and you can bring it here for the work, which is you integrate the people. Major idea is, instead of using disconnected schedule formats, manual update, planner will prepare the schedule, assign the people, and collect the progress from their site. That's our major topics, right? Do you have any question? All right. So if no question, thank you very much for your today session, and we will be in touch, and we will be in contact, and we will speak later on. All right. Okay. There are people asking my email address. I think we will be, I'm just writing here my email address. Maybe you can contact, by the way, you can contact with me LinkedIn, all right? Or my email address, you can send me information if you need it from this address. Okay. And thank you very much, and have a nice day. Thank you.